Hey guys, this is Mitch with the Department of Bad Ideas, and I have what I can only describe as an awesome story for you guys tonight. Now, way back in the day, like 2003 or 4 probably around then, back in those days when I would go play games, I didn't have any money. I was a little kid, I was like 13 years old, so I couldn't just go out and go buy a game whenever I felt like it. And back then, there wasn't really a lot of digital distribution, so getting a game had to mean picking up 40, 50 bucks, go to the store and buy a new game. So what I would do is I would look towards abandonware. Old games from 20, 30 years prior that just nobody kept track of anymore, and if you had a copy, nobody cared. And I had this zip file that was titled Classic RPGs, and I loved it. This is actually the same time I got introduced to NetHack, which is, I have so much love for NetHack nowadays, it's not even funny. It's on my phone, I played a lot, it passes the time at work. And one of the other games that I played in that zip file was a game called Amulets&Armor. Now, this was a first-person RPG, played kind of in the style of Daggerfall. And it's kind of a sad story, because you hear about it. What happened was the developer of this game, they only were able to publish about 100 copies of the game. They had no publisher. They were in-house, as in-house can get. It was basically 3 or 4 guys that made the game. And, yeah, that happened. So, I mean, I didn't know at the time how, I guess, rare this game was. It was just an abandonware title that I really happened to like the style of gameplay in. And just recently, a friend of mine, we were talking about, older RPGs and stuff, and one I brought up was, back in the day, I used to really enjoy playing a game called Amulets&Armor. And upon searching for it, I was trying to find a Bandonia's copy of it, because I think that's where I might have originally found it or something. I can't remember exactly where that zip file came from. But I came across something awesome. Turns out last January, or January 2013, Lizel, the programmer of that game, he got contacted by a couple of Let's Players that were doing a stream of this old abandonware game called Amulets&Armor. And upon hearing that people are actually, there was a small underground following to this game, he got the rights to the IP, and started it back up. And he is actually developing the new game, and building the game back in development, same engine and everything, but getting things fixed up. And there's now a Windows version of this out. It's awesome. So I saw this and I'm like, oh my god, this is happening. And his plans are to eventually get the servers up, because this game was originally designed to have 20 to 30 players all playing in one big party, kind of MMO style combat, and that old school kind of RPG style of gameplay you see with games like Daggerfall or Planescape Torment, those kind of things. And I'm just, wow, this exists. This is a thing. I found this out last night, like stupid late last night. I went to sleep and I went back to it today, and we were looking at it, and he brought up that, hey, here's the devlog. This guy is doing it. And I looked up who programmed the game originally, who designed it originally. I'm like, holy crap, it's the same guy. This game came out in 1997 or 97, 96, a while ago. 1997, yes. And now in 2013, 16 years later, this guy started work on the game again. You're awesome. That's all I really got. I give this man a freaking applause. So, more than likely, because I haven't done any Let's Plays in a while, I might be doing a series of Let's Plays on this game. Because it's one of those things, it's got so much nostalgic value to me, and in my opinion, was a fun game to play. It's that classic RPG style of the 90s that kind of has fallen by the wayside nowadays. And it was also grossly, it was a pretty hardcore game in terms of how it played out. Because it was the 90s, those kind of RPGs, there wasn't a mainstream market back then for RPGs, so they knew anyone they were catering this game towards was going to be a more hardcore tabletop playing audience. They wanted to bring that kind of experience to the player base. And that's pretty much what this game is. It is that very unforgiving style of gameplay where You got to play smart. You can't just like derp your way through the game. You have to really play smart, get every advantage you can in the environment. So, yeah, there's a very good chance that I will be doing something with this game just because I can't believe the guys started working on it again. It's got me really excited. It's like I I played this when I was a little kid. So, and I had fond memories of it. But, yeah, there's my awesome story of the day for you guys. I'm, yeah, I really have nothing else to say. I'm just really excited about this. So, hopefully, we will see more of this game, and hopefully someday we'll see the servers go up for this. So, this is Mitch, signing off.